This is the video introduction to experiment number 6. This experiment will demonstrate how a diode works. A diode is a one-way gate for electron current flow. It allows current to flow through it in one direction only. The electric current enters the cathode side of a diode and comes out the anode side. Generally, a diode has a mark on it to indicate the cathode side. On our diode, this mark is a gray band that goes all the way around the diode like a color band on a resistor. Again, on a diode, the side with the band is the cathode side. Here is the schematic diagram of the experiment circuit. If we connect the lead labeled C to the cathode and the lead labeled A to the anode, the diode will allow current to flow and the LED will light up. But if we reverse the C and A leads, the current will not flow in the circuit. All right, in this experiment we're going to demonstrate how a diode works. Remember, a diode is a gate that only allows the electrons to go through one way. So the first item that we'll install is the LED. Remember, it has a long lead and a short lead. The short lead in this case is going to go in line number 17. So we're going to go into 17 and 18. So that's across here. So we have the LED put in. Next, let's put in the resistor. The resistor is going to go from the cathode of the LED. In fact, let's move the LED up one. And we're going to run the resistor from the cathode of the LED over to line 20. And line 20 happens to be right here. Now, once we've installed the resistor, let's install the battery snap. And the battery snap, the red side goes to the anode of the LED, and the cathode goes across to line 15. So line 15 is right here. Okay, now the last item we're going to put in is the diode. So let's notice that the diode has a gray bar on one side. That's the side the electrons enter. Remember, they come out the black side of the battery snap through the diode and then over to the resistor. So if we have it all wired right, we have the electrons that come out of the black lead here, down through the clip, up through the diode, down through, up through the resistor, to the cathode of the LED, and then down the anode and back to the red. So if I plug in the battery snap, this LED should light up. Oh, there it goes. So that shows that the electrons are traveling through this diode, entering the part where it has the bar on it. Now, let's take the diode out and put the cathode on the other end. So let's plug it in here and plug this one in here. Now, the way a diode should work is that the electrons try to come down and go through the clip up through the diode, but this diode is a one-way gate and won't allow the electrons to go through it. Let's try it. Sure enough, it doesn't work. So the diode is a one-way gate. Let's turn it around just to be sure and plug it in and plug this one in over here. So now we're back where we have the cathode on the black lead. Let's plug it in. Oh, there it goes. So a diode is a one-way gate. I want you to get your parts and I want you to try this experiment to get some hands-on experience. And let's see if you got the same results that I did.